Just treated myself to a sit-down wee.
Nice.
Yeah. It's that narrow toilet, it's that small toilet, it's too hard to it. So I just sit down.
Is that recording?
Yeah.
Is that how you're starting?
That's how I'm starting that.
Tell me about your sit-down piss.
Yeah.
Shut up and sit down.
1-0 Wilgrave on the
Football. Booms. Bollocks.
Come on!
It's about that time of night, to be fair. I think like my last piss of the day, I'm usually sat down for some reason. I don't know why.
I always don't you go right before bed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The
Yeah.
last one, sat down.
Otherwise, I do. Otherwise, I'm scared and piss myself in bed.
Yeah.
So,
Can't remember the last time I pissed myself. What a great way to start. Welcome to
I was thinking the other day, after St. Patrick's Day, I'm surprised
you don't piss yourself
don't
when
piss
you've been
yourself
out.
when I was drinking like a fish.
Yeah.
I am surprised I found myself to the toilet.
I'm surprised you didn't have to get stuck in the snow, because I fucking went out on St. Patrick's Day and then realised if I don't set off home now, I'm not going to get home ever in my life.
Well, they were 40-minute wait for taxis.
Yeah, there weren't no taxis coming in Bradford.
They weren't day
weren't even
after.
trying. Every taxi rank was just abandoned, and every taxi you rung, no, we're not going to come into town. Alright, nice one, pussies. I don't remember it being like that.
No, I don't.
You used to always get a taxi no matter what, now we're just
Well, none of them. We went to Tesco day after, and they wouldn't answer.
right.
So they weren't even there. So we walked into town.
Which will be very fucking
out
when
of place.
this goes out.
Well, no, because Beast from the East 3,
Oh yeah, if it's when you're listening now on Good Monday or whatever it's called,
Easter Monday.
Easter Monday,
Fucking hell,
you'll
resurrection.
be snowed in apparently. So
Yeah, I don't know where I heard that. Probably
no, some clickbait article. It's all clickbait now. Every weather.
journalism's
Yeah,
clickbait.
they love it. Yeah, well, life is clickbait, isn't it?
AJ Rhodes and Jake Doyle, the Citizen Kane of podcasting, that we steal all the best bits from the other podcasts. Purveyors of Bollocks, the Yorkie original of
Yeah.
the podcast world.
Still all male. Hopefully, when this goes out,
my mum,
your mum aside, that we have some female listeners.
Yeah. We are a 3 men and a baby podcast, but he's fast asleep.
Yeah.
With his Tinky Winky and his Lala.
Who's the third man?
The microphone. I keep
Oh,
saying-
yeah.
That could be one of our...
3 men. Why are you assuming the gender of the microphone?
Because it's quite phallic, if you look at it.
Yeah, but by today's standards, you could have a knob and be a girl, can't you? So it's
Well,
all
yeah.
good.
I haven't asked the
You could
microphone.
also say, I was thinking this week, with Jeremy Corbyn of the podcast world, because we're misrepresented, misunderstood,
By you.
and usually poorly dressed. Looking at you.
I'm wearing my podcasting shorts.
Who wears his Dortmund shorts every time we do a podcast for some reason.
No, this is my usual wear.
Right.
Unless I'm going...
When do those shorts get washed?
Oh, I'll wear my other shorts. Last few times I've seen you, I've been wearing these.
Your other Dortmund shorts. Like a fucking cartoon character.
Like Bart Simpson
Yeah.
when he peels back his wardrobe and he's got 7 orange shirts, 7 pairs of blue shorts.
Yeah, that's you. Dortmund shorts.
No, I've got these, and I usually wash them when I'm off out. Because I know if I'm off
you
out,
want
I'll wear
them
my
to
jeans.
look fresh when you're out, don't you? So.
Well, I don't go down pub in my Dortmund shorts.
Yeah, I'm not
I've got a little
convinced.
hole in as well. So
What is your local round here? Do you have a
What's my
local
local?
round here?
We usually go into town.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the William.
What are good
Fourth.
pubs in Halifax?
Weatherspoons.
Yeah, which one?
Both.
The Sir
I'm
Norman Ray
proper
or the Sir J.B. Priestley? No, that's not right. He were Bradford Uni Library.
That old Bradford Uni Library. Yeah, that's not even a pub or a Spoons.
Sir Norman Ray and some other one to do with horse racing. Am I making this show?
Yeah, you're making that up. Sir Norman Ray. Can't remember what Spoons that is. I think it might be Bingley, but it's
Oh, that's Shipley. So
Shipley.
what's? Oh my God.
Percy Shaw
Percy Shaw.
and
Cat's
the
eyes.
Barham Topping.
Barham Top.
Barham Top. Yeah. We're on Twitter at FFB Podcast. I'll just cut that out. That's Spoons chat.
People love Spoons chat.
Yeah, they do. Well,
Brexiteers.
when 60% of our listeners are from America.
Yeah, so Spoons is like... What's Spoons going to be in America?
It's
like a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hooters, but without the females dancing.
Hooters isn't cheap, though.
I've been to a Dutch version of Hooters.
It's basically, if you go to a shit bar in America,
that's also
multiply that, and every city, town,
village,
and whatever the fuck shit players has one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're nice-ish. Alright. Want some cheap food and cheap drinks.
Yes, there you go.
No music.
Pint for under £2. We're on Boom Stitcher.
Boomerang.
Audioboom and Stitcher. YouTube, iTunes. Please leave us reviews. Before, obviously, we're like ages away from Conspiracy Corner, but I've got a conspiracy for you.
Yeah, off the bat.
Yeah, Eddie tried leaving us a review on iTunes.
Right.
But they wouldn't show it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Well, I've heard another conspiracy this week from my mate Archie, who's got another podcast.
You're going to plug it?
Called Last Week of Found and Archie. It's pretty good. But he reckons Audioboom statistics are made up and a conspiracy. So you keep paying for Audioboom.
Yeah.
So maybe Ashburn, Georgia can go fuck itself.
And Red Deer, Alberta can go suck the mums. Yeah, why?
Because if it ain't, then we're going to get some hate now, aren't we?
Nah.
We're going to get a bullet in the post from Ashburn, Georgia. So.
A horse's head FedExed from San Francisco. Yeah, my wrestler nickname. Last week it was the Gain.
The Gain. So what I thought for that, your finishing move could be the mic drop, which is a choke slam from a top rope.
Ooh,
sometimes out of the arena. No, not out of the arena.
Out of the arena?
Sometimes out of the ring.
Have you ever played Legends of WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Proper bulking and just do choke slams from like 7
Exactly,
foot.
that sort of thing. And you'd enter the ring to an inaudible, distorted noise, causing the crowd to cover their ears because it was just...
A bit like Right to Censor.
Yeah, and your catchphrase would be, turn it up.
Turned it up with the raise the roof gesture like that.
Turn it up.
Because it's 99.
I'm sure one of the divas had a song, Turn It Up. Kelly maybe, I don't know.
What do we have this week for you? We've got England squads from both of us. You've got an alternative 11.
So you've got what you think the England team should be.
23.
Yeah.
Well, this is mine. It's not the predicted one.
Okay, we'll see how a few of those might be in my rejected 11. Yeah.
Rejects. We've got a sci-fi stupid little pitch from AJ. We've got a Paranormal Activity Series film review. All
great series.
Well, it's not all of them because there's about 7 in there. Chocolate World Cup, Challenge AJ, Conspiracy Theory, Football.
Do you want to do yours first?
And
then see if any of them fall in line with my...
So, the system...
11.
System, I think it's going to be like a 5-3-2.
So, just to clarify, is this what you think is going to happen or what you want to happen?
Both, because he's playing it, as we speak, it's still Netherlands versus England on the TV. So
it's been going on for 2 weeks.
It's been going on for 2 weeks. Still 0-0. It's 1-0. It's 1-1. There you go.
What are you doing?
Covered all bases.
Alright.
And edit it out. I think he's going to play like a 5-1-3-1 formation, like a Barry Mergia tactic.
Yeah.
Where you get your 5 in midfield, the 5 in defence, Eric Dyer is a sort of like anchor.
Yeah.
So you defensive midfielder. And then you've sort of got Hurricane up front, as always.
Yeah,
and then you've got your 3 roaming playmakers.
Yeah.
There's a bit like what Man City play, I feel that.
When you look at the players available, it's not that crazy because centre mids was nothing, apart from Dyer, really.
Dele Alli.
Yeah, but he's not going to hold the fort like and Dele Alli can be one of those 3 behind Kane.
And Jordan Henderson's a
terrible footballer.
He's the England captain, though.
Yeah, exactly. He'll
captain.
Be there.
Along the greats such as Bobby Moore.
Yeah, David Beckham, Rooney,
Steven Gerrard,
Shearer, Jordan Henderson.
Some guy who had a Bebo account once. Fucking Jesus. Was it Bebo or MySpace?
That was on the account with a Bebo.
No, he had Bebo as well.
Right, probably.
Because he had like a flash, but he was taking a picture with like a Sony Ericsson.
Right, Walkman.
Yeah, back in the day.
Remember when they had the DJ app?
That was so fucking good. That was good. I had a really good mix of...
Bring that back.
What Kaiser Chiefs song with Ruby.
Yeah.
2007. I had a lot of time to kill on the skiing trip when I nearly broke my knee. Goalkeepers, I think there's 5 or 6 in contention. Joe Hart, just for the experience.
Yeah.
Jack Butland and Jordan Pickford, I'd say, are the 2 should be favourites for number 1.
Yeah.
And then you've got your outsiders, Nick Pope and Tom Heaton.
I'm starting to see why Hart gets picked, because mentality and experience are massive when it comes to a World Cup. And
a top,
and Putland, they should have Ben, because he should have planned ahead, but it hasn't.
But if you think about it,
so
the 3 best goalkeepers on form, Jack Butland, Jordan Pickford, Nick Pope.
Yeah.
Tom Heaton hasn't played enough.
No, which is why Nick
Pope's been given the chance. He's got the most clean sheets out of the 4 of them, not counting Tom Heaton, obviously, because he's not played enough. Joe Hart's had the least. I think he's had 3 clean sheets all season.
Yeah.
And Jack Butland's conceded the least, but that's because Jack Butland's got a Stoke defence ahead of him.
Yeah.
You know, so I think Joe Hart, he's not been. I don't even think he's been in the top 5 England goalkeepers this season, but
no,
you take him for experience. Like when England took Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard to 2014 World Cup and then went all the way.
Exactly.
To the group stages. Maybe not Heaton, because he's not had the game time, but then again he's fucking picking Jack Wilshere, so anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation. Kyle Walker at right wing back, that's nailed on.
Yeah.
Centre back, because he's 3 centre backs, I've got 5 here again. Gary Cahill, John Stones, Michael Keane, Chris Smalling and Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
Harry Maguire I think is quite solid.
Yeah, I like Maguire, yeah.
Michael Keane has not been that great for Everton, I don't think. And then, because the team he took to these friendlies, James Tarkowski, uncapped.
Yeah.
Alfie Mawson, uncapped, but played a lot of games for the under-21s and made the tournament for the Euros a couple of seasons back.
Yeah, you can't really dispute.
Joe Gomez came off injured, 3 caps. Harry Maguire, 4 caps. John Stones, 23. So there's 30 caps in between.
Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, sometimes you're going to have
Gary Cahill not picked.
Inexperienced. No, I wouldn't.
Would you not?
No.
I think experience factor again. Although, if you think about it,
Chris Smalling's got that now.
Euro 2012 and World Cup and the Euros. So he's had 3 tournaments. Chris Smalling's had 2, I think. Phil Jones gets injured far too much.
Yeah, I don't think Jones.
And I don't think he's up to scratch. If you compare him to, even though you say I think John Stones, he's not really playing that much, but he's probably the best defender.
Yeah.
He's prone to mistakes.
Technically, yeah, but I think he's still prone to mistakes, like I say. But with the right people alongside him, he's an effective player for sure. What about the midfield then?
Well, Gary Cahill and Stones have played 37 league games between them.
Yeah.
That's shit. So.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Left wing back, I've got 4, but it's really a 3 because Luke Shaw's not going to get in, is he? I don't think.
Nah.
After the past couple of weeks of Jose Mourinho's criticisms, Danny Rose, Ryan Bertrand, I think those 2 will probably go, and then Aaron Creswell.
Yeah, I like Creswell.
I like Creswell, but he never seems to get a look in.
No, it don't.
Despite,
I don't think that'll happen.
Maybe it's because he's playing for West Ham. Some people say that, don't they?
Yeah, maybe.
Playing for a shit club. Fans are fighting at each other and they've got some fucking guy waving a corner flag. But Danny Rose,
his quality.
Yeah, he hasn't played enough. Ben Davies is playing in front of him, though, isn't he? So.
But
Eric Dyer
seems to get picked.
Eric Dyer could be in defence as well, but I've had him here as my...
he's a good option, isn't he?
So I've got him here as my holding midfielder.
Yeah. What about his backup? He ain't bothered. Ain't really a good one, is there? So
no. Why would I? Jake Livermore? No, thanks. Jordan Henderson will go, obviously. Jordan Henderson will start because he's captain, unfortunately. But so there's our bias creeping in there. But in behind the attacker is obviously going to be Harry Kane when he's fit. He's Dele Alli, Marcus Rashford, and Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling, arguably behind Kane, the informed English player. Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
Everyone says, non-Man United fans say that he's not played that much. but he's played.
He's played fair.
I think he's played in every game.
He's played
but
enough.
One that he wasn't available.
We get hung up on this, like players shouldn't play because they haven't played a lot of clubs. But like we've said before, Eder didn't play for Swansea, did he? He didn't get games for Swansea, but he scored the winner in the Euros.
Yeah.
So forget it. If they're good, they're good, and if you have what you have. This is just cliche, isn't it?
It's cliche.
But what's weird with Southgate's teams is, like, say, Ben Davies is playing ahead of Rose at Spurs, but Rose is the one who seems to be the favourite in the England setup. I think he said before he ain't going to base it on club things.
Ben Davies Welsh.
You mentioned Davies.
No, but I'm saying that Danny Rose isn't getting picked either.
Yeah.
But
so yeah, he ain't basing it on club appearances as such.
Dele Alli's famously not been in form this season.
Yeah, well, no, he's not been in form.
I think he's picking it up now. But I think Dele Alli in behind Kane.
Yeah.
Like for Spurs.
Yeah.
Then you've got Rashford and Sterling behind.
Yeah.
On the wing. So what more could... That's a good... I think that's a good front four.
Yeah, I think
but
that's
then
good.
Again, you know, we'll just...
I think we're probably, in that sense, it'll go quite attacking with... he'll play at least two of those, because we've got a lot... Lingard,
Rashford as well. Lingard's a good backup.
They'll play at least two of those at the same time, which is positive. More positive than a lot of managers have been with England for 10 years. Vardy, yeah. Would you take him, wouldn't you?
Yeah, why not? He scored a winning goal.
Something different. Well, different from Kane.
Against Wales.
He's got pace if you're in extra time.
Play on the wing.
Definitely. Yeah, play him out wide.
Sturridge?
No, not a chance.
Well, you've got your double-barrelled
Sturridge is a waste, man.
James Ward-Prowse and Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, I like both of them. I'd take both, but
they're not. I don't think
they're not happening at the moment. But I think, like, if you get the chance to play for England and you take it, then I don't think the club thing matters to Southgate. It's who he's picked and then who's justified being picked, and he's stuck with him. So
Daniel Sturridge will go. I'll stick my neck out.
Yeah, like a late spurt, late inclusion.
West Brom's number.
Comes out of nowhere and gets in.
Trippier.
We shouldn't be near the starting 11.
Trippier's
good, he likes him.
Playing today.
Yeah.
Against Holland. Trippier should go because he's probably the second best right back England have got.
Yeah.
Aside from Ben Davies, who plays for Wales.
Yeah.
I would omit Joe Gomez, Tarkowski, Mawson, Welbeck, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Wilshere.
You'd leave them at home?
Yeah.
Wow. Strong.
Welbeck?
No, Welbeck aside, yeah, of course I can't justify Welbeck, but I'd put Welbeck in above Sturridge. And I'd take Chamberlain, and I'd take
Wilshere.
Tarkowski. I like Tarkowski.
Yeah.
Maybe, if you only taking 5 centre backs, so he probably does miss out.
Wouldn't you pick 6?
If you play him back
two for every position.
Who fucking knows? He's picked 4 goalies for the friendlies. So,
but I think that's because he's playing one in each half of every game, isn't it?
Well, I think Pickford's still playing in this one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, have you seen that picture of Matt Corrigan?
Yeah, 4 goalies.
4 goalkeepers. Is it 4 Papadons?
So yeah, I think some good choices there for the England team. I think it makes me optimistic.
What's your 11?
So my rejected 11, it's a bit tongue-in-cheek, but there's a couple in now genuinely should have been in at least the squad, the warm-up squad.
Have you got that professor telling you that? Have you picked only bald players?
No, it's not based on Steve Hawkins' predictions. So in goal, Carl Darlow, Newcastle goalie, has had a pretty good season. I think he's a good shot stopper. Right back, John Joe Kenny.
John Joe Kenny. Yeah.
Everton.
Yeah, and I know he is. I just
filled in well for Coleman all season.
Season.
Ryan Shawcross, your first centre back. It's a 4-3-3 by the way.
Is this a 4-3-3?
Yeah.
Oh, so Stephen Hawking. Yeah. Ryan Shawcross, right. Maybe 6 years ago.
Yeah. Jermaine Lascelles.
That fucking Newcastle.
How can you disagree with that?
How can you disagree with it? Because
he's been immense all season.
Oh, no.
He's been...
I'd pick Joe Gomez out of position and Eric Dyer out of position.
You'd rather have Gomez out of position than Lascelles. That's
in
stupid.
Position, yeah.
Left back, Kyle Walker Peters. Kyle Walker Peters.
I knew you were going to say that as soon as you said Kyle as well. Fucking Kyle Walker-Peters.
Yeah, Kyle Walker-Peters.
Has he played enough?
Yeah, well, this is a rejected 11. This is like if there was a bomb to the England squad
Fucking
bus.
hell, man.
This is what might have to happen.
Yeah, okay.
So, midfield 3 of Harry Winks.
I almost...
Who nearly did get there.
I almost had Harry
and
Winks.
he still might if there's a couple of injuries, I think.
I almost had Harry Winks in my
yeah.
team, but I've subbed him out.
John Joe Shelby.
Fucking Jesus, right, yeah.
Solid. Box to box.
Yeah,
immense,
yeah.
Character.
He's a sort of... Yeah,
and he'd probably be the captain in between him and Lascelles.
Character is the illusion of...
You need character in a team.
Yeah,
and he's got it in
do.
abundance.
He's the sort of guy who gets sent off in a World Cup final.
Finishing off your midfield trio, Danny Drinkwater. Again, someone who did get near it, but for some reason is now out of favour.
Yeah,
like Harry Winks.
yeah. I still won't take him.
He's not been the best for Chelsea, has he? So,
No, he didn't play.
Starting with our first winger of our front
This should
three,
be fucking good.
Aaron Lennon.
Aaron Lennon, yeah.
Needs a boost, doesn't he?
Burn.
What?
Burnley's own.
Yeah, Burnley's own Aaron Lennon. Why not?
Yeah, he got taken to 2006 and 2010 World Cups.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Finish it
Is
off.
your other winger Theo Walcott by any
Yeah.
chance? Fucking.
So you could call this like the second chance 11. Players who seem to have had
Jamal
the chance.
Lascelles.
Well, apart from Lascelles. And
Where's
Kenny.
Ryan Mason?
That's tight. Yeah, Walcott on the left, and then up front Peter Crouch.
Yeah, it's
I'd take
2006,
Crouch
isn't
here.
it?
I'd take Crouch here. Until he retires, I'd take him to any fucking World Cup going.
I think he's got, apart from Kane, I think he's got
You
the
should
best
always
goals
take
to game
Crouch
ratio.
or Carroll, if they're fit.
Really?
Yeah, for that, something different.
Carroll?
People say about it all the time, something different.
We have got something different. I think he tried something different against Holland with Sterling as your little false 9.
Why is Danny Welbeck playing in that Netherlands friendly, really? Why is he playing at all? Been shit all season.
Whoa, he scored. He dived. He did that dive. He scored the goals against Milan,
Wow.
who are what they were in 2005,
Yeah.
as we all know. So, have you got is your manager Sven-Goran Eriksson?
No.
No.
I don't know who the manager would be. Me, probably. Crouch.
On football.
Look at the
fucking money.
spine. Shawcross, Shelby and Crouch. Come on.
Fucking hell.
Solid team.
No.
Solid
Shelby.
Yeah.
Fucking no.
Why don't he even get considered?
Because he's shit.
He's not.
Got a stupid little pitch for me.
Yeah, so
Sci-fi genre.
sci-fi pitch. I start with the title, The 3 Laws of Humanity. So it's like the 3 laws of robotics.
Right.
Flipped on its head.
Yeah.
So the year is 2054. John Parks is on the run after disobeying his robot boss.
John Parks.
Yeah, when it unplugged his battery and shot in the hole. Along the way, he continues to destroy robot policemen and other figures of power as he leads a rebellion. The film is a commentary, like I say, on the 3 laws of robotics, which are now applying to humans. So he's disobeyed and injured his robot overlord. About 2/3 into the film, when he's sort of on the run and in the wastelands, he meets Kevin James on a
It's going
Kevin
so well.
James, who is on a Segway, and he takes John under his wing, and he's got like a gang of rebels ready to lead a rebellion. So it's a bit like Star Wars in that aspect.
Is it?
And John leads a rebellion over the robots, so it's a small victory for humanity. But at the end of the film, the outlook is still bleak because the world is still under robot control. So that leaves room for a franchise at the end, open ending a little bit. John Parks
Franchise.
Yeah, John Parks is played by Bruce Willis. Kevin James on a Segway is played by Kevin James on a Segway. Yep. The robot boss is Donald Trump, and the robot cop is Sly Stallone. Directors is a tag team of Denis Villeneuve and David Cronenberg.
Where's Alex Garland?
No, I don't need him, man. He'd make it too
good,
too deep.
Too good, wouldn't it?
It'd be too deep, too
Denis Villeneuve
clever.
wouldn't.
Yeah, he's just there for a stylish flair, like Blade Runner 2049, but this is
Still haven't seen it.
2054. And David Cronenberg's just there for the body horror aspect.
Yeah, by casting Kevin James, they've got the body horror aspect there.
Plenty of flesh to go at. So
Plenty of fucking glaucoma, yeah.
do you think that's a combination of Mad Max and Terminator?
No.
Don't you?
I think it's a combination of Space Chimps and Ex Machina.
Yeah? There's no sex in it like Ex Machina though.
Is it not? That's shit.
No, there's
I'm
no
not
sex in
financing
it. I don't even think there's a woman in it, to be fair.
No. Time's up on
It's
this podcast
2054, we've realised we don't need women. Whoa.
Really? Really?
Well, robots are in control, so...
Are they? So all robots
I'm
are
thinking
male?
earlier.
Yeah, you are. So in Ex Machina we had...
Because you just have sex box and you wouldn't be making humans because robots are in control.
So why are they humans? Why is Bruce Willis...
They're the last remaining humans.
Him and Kevin James? That's
Yeah.
a world that I'm glad
Kevin
I don't
James
live
on a
in.
Segway, so in a way he's embraced some aspects of the technology.
Yeah?
Yeah? Because he's on a Segway.
Fucking... 2054, how old's Kevin James then? 80.
He's old, yeah. That's why he's on a Segway.
Just slowly fucking... Um...
And his tits are by his knees.
Yeah. If you put Laura Dern in there as a robotic boss, I'll give you...
What about as a robot prostitute?
Why does she have to be sexualised?
Laura Dern. Why Laura Dern?
Because she does crazy and serious, and she's
Who am
a
I
good
thinking
actress.
of?
Laura Dern's in every David Lynch film.
Yeah, in Jurassic Park.
What?
So who am I? Yeah, she's
What?
in Jurassic Park.
Is she?
Yeah, come on, man. How is she not in
Why'd you
Jurassic
turn into
Park?
Dizzy Rascal then? I haven't watched Jurassic Park
Oh
in
man,
fucking
one of
ages.
the best films ever made.
She is in...
Who am I thinking of? That person from Girls?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's in Big Little Lies. Inland
Yeah, I know
Empire.
Yeah, I know she is, mate. It's fine. Yeah, I think that's a good film. Leaves room for more.
I wouldn't be financing the sequels.
I think in the sequel, Kevin James' Segway gets upgraded to a flying Segway.
Flying Segway. Why did... I was watching Altered Carbon on Netflix,
Oh yeah,
and this flying
it's
car...
very similar to this, isn't it?
Yeah, in the shit. Have you seen it?
What, Altered Carbon?
Yeah.
No, I've not
Oh,
seen it yet.
fuck
I've
me.
heard it's very confusing.
Well,
I'm
it's...
quite put off by trying it.
I'm very off put by it. People talk like they're in a film.
Yeah, well,
And
it's quite a cinematic thing, isn't it? Like,
yeah, but it's just...
what does that even mean?
Fucking
They talk
shit.
like in a film.
They talk like they know they're in a film. And it's not like in a Kaufman-esque
Right, okay.
way.
It's a lot of exposition. I would imagine
Yeah.
that there is.
And they just walk up to each other and go, I'm
This is happening
I'm
now."
Taiwanese, but I'm in this body.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is happening.
What you were going to say about flying cars, were you?
Yeah, that's fucking stuff of the 1920s.
I know, but I think that's probably just stylistic, innit?
But
Blade
Elon
Runner had
Musk
flying
killed
cars,
it
didn't
because he
So-
said, would you want your neighbour to have a flying car?
No.
Well, there you go. Too much noise.
I don't have a neighbour anymore, he's moved out, did I tell you? The psychopath
Sikh?
moved out. He's not a Sikh.
I thought you said he was a
Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's
I think
Witness.
He's gone.
What's he
that,
called?
Just went in the night.
What's he called?
I can't remember, but they came to look for him, didn't they?
What?
I got a knock on the door and said, do you know where Andrew is, or whatever he was called? I've said no. He keeps himself to himself. Like
It's called Andrew.
It was like a Jehovah police came round, asked where he was.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought that were a really shit Jehovah's Witness joke then.
What do you
Because
mean?
they knock on your door. They come
Oh
around
no,
and
they
spread the
didn't
word.
knock on my door, seriously.
The police?
No, some woman looking for this guy.
Jesus.
But he's
It's
moved
all
out.
kicking off, innit? He's moved out
Yeah,
without
yeah.
a trace.
Come by his house if you want.
Nah, I'm alright. How would he sell it to me? there you
I
go.
know, I'd have to have an Lexus round if I bought that place.
Manic Street Preach. It could be like Paranormal Activity, and with that stilted segue, we'll go on to my film review. First ever film review of a series. Now there's 6 of them apparently.
So you're reviewing a whole series?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah?
condense it down.
Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity 1, Paranormal Activity
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. I haven't seen 4 onwards, so
Well, I've only seen one.
yeah.
And I remember going
What do you reckon?
back in the day when I was at school. and we were saying, should we go see it tonight, proper? And now, I'm a bit of a pussy anyway.
Yeah, I know you are. You won't watch a
Razorhead. Like a
Razorhead.
full-blown pussy.
As opposed to a medium-blown pussy.
Fuck's sake. So I'm shitting it all day, but we're saying, yeah, we'll go a few of us, and you're like, you have that gang mentality, like, it don't matter, it'll be a laugh because we're your mates, and to be fair, it was. And the funniest part was when Wyjun did a massive fart, like a really tense part. Half of the audience were like laughing, and half of the audience was scared. I wasn't that scared until I went to bed that night, and I was a bit scared.
Which ending did you see? Where he gets thrown into the camera?
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Do you know whose idea that was?
Kevin James.
Steven Spielberg.
Really?
Steven Spielberg's idea.
Was he involved? I didn't know he was involved.
No, he wasn't. So, Oren Peli. Was it Oren Peli?
Oh, yeah.
Directed the first film.
Yeah.
In his research, he stated that he researched demonology extensively because he wanted to be as truthful as he could be.
Okay. He could be right. I don't know enough about demonology.
So yeah, he obviously did the festival circuit with the ending where the guy, the husband...
How many different endings?
There's like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
There's one where someone gets slit.
Yeah.
So the husband gets his throat slit on camera.
Yeah.
There's one where it's very similar to the theatrical.
Right.
Like this is the main festival release ending, where the woman screams just like normal. Guy runs down. She comes back up and she's rocking with a knife, implying that she killed her. I kind of like that ending because it's not like a quiet and then it's like fucking hurricane and noise. And then obviously the theatrical ending. And I think there's a suicide in there somewhere, but Steven Spielberg said go with a guy getting thrown into her.
Right.
Yeah. So
nice one, Steve. To be fair, I did enjoy the first one. It was like what a horror movie should be, so it was like thrilling to watch. You weren't bored. You weren't on edge watching it.
And Steven Spielberg, I think, is a bit like you because he couldn't finish watching the film. He's a little pussy all.
Thinking back, it is a bit scary, isn't it?
No. It's not scary, it's jumpy.
It's the difference. And a good horror, that's what it does. It creates the idea rather than what's happening.
Remembering. Well, I think...
It's more of a fear of what you're not seeing. It's a fear of what might happen.
The marketing of between the 2007 festival release and the 2009 theatrical release, there's big marketing thing. Oh, this is real and it's found footage and every horror
Blair
film.
Witch marketing package, which worked back in
absolutely
2001.
Pumps this I think the marketing as good as it can be. I think it's the biggest amount from the least amount of money made to the highest amount. The least amount it took to make
very
it.
low budget film.
I think it made like 9 figures, so it was a success. Hence why 6 fucking films later.
Do you think it came at a time where horror was a bit shit? Like you had stuff like Saw and a lot of...
It was entering like a gore...
A different sort of horror.
It was going from like a self-referential Scream, which rebooted when it was like... So slasher films were dying out in the early 90s.
That's it.
Scream,
films.
Scary Movie turned up. And then you've got obviously parodies of like fucking Alien, Jason and all that. Freddy. And then you've got Hostel and Saw, and it's like gore horror.
In your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think I prefer gore horror to this shit.
Yeah.
Because every fucking horror film from 2009 seems to be found footage.
Oh yeah, it's
and the beauty of
the whole
it,
movement.
The beauty of the found footage that it was like once every 10 years. So you get Cannibal Holocaust in 1980.
Yeah.
Blair Witch, where people genuinely think, oh shit,
someone's died.
Yeah. And then this. And then it's just like fucking Insidious is somehow a found footage.
Spawn everything.
Conjuring, what's that other fucking one with the...
Annabelle. That's one of them,
Is
isn't it?
the Conjuring Annabelle? I don't keep up with
Is Annabelle part of Conjuring? I don't know.
Ah, fuck knows, man. There's the one where it's like really old film and there's like Hanging in the Woods. I can't fucking remember what it's called.
I don't know.
It's shit. But they're all fan footage.
But all kick-started by Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, the main boom. Yeah, so the plot of the first film: 2 people in a quiet house and spooky things happen quietly and slowly. Second one, 2 people and a dog in a house, and spooky things happen quietly and slowly, and we've got multiple cameras now, and a dog dies. Woo. Third one, we're going back in time with the same family, and look, we've got an oscillating...
This is when I stopped paying attention.
We've got an oscillating camera.
Yeah.
And number 4, the marked ones, and Ghost Dimension can go fuck itself, because Ghost Dimension was number 5, the marked ones was some sort of spin-off.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention, like I say, when I went back in time, and then I just didn't even know it was still going.
They all do that. They've all done all the found footage films that rip off this have all ripped off that. Let's go back 20 fucking years and look at the Dars.
The Conjuring did that, didn't it? Went back.
Annabelle Creation.
Yeah, Annabelle Creation. Yeah, well.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Yeah, so I guess it's a cycle of...
Tomato meter, what do you think the first one got? There's a fucking very...
62.
83.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, it was a big hit. Number 2...
It was effective.
Number 2 dropped significantly to 58.
Yeah. Climbed
back up to 69% for the third one, which... This was when I stopped watching. 4 was 24%, then 37% for the marked ones, probably because it's something a bit different.
Yeah, maybe.
And the Ghost Dimension was 14%.
Wow.
Hence why they haven't made a 7th one.
Yeah, we don't really need to do that.
No, the main actors were paid £500, $500 each. Filming was done in 10 days. And I think the first film, as a piece of standalone cinema, without the gluttony of fucking found footage films after it.
Yeah. It's
and
alright.
without the sequels, is a good film. I mean, it's got its spooky moments. I mean, I'm not a big fan. I don't think I'm not saying I'm mad because I wasn't scared. It is a bit scary, but like, it's all very quiet and then something jumps.
Yeah,
and that's not for me. That's not horror. Horror is being
it's that suspense that people don't like.
You know what's scarier?
What?
1 Hour Photo with Robin Williams.
That's a creepy film. Yeah.
Annihilation.
Yeah, is it
scary? Annihilation's fucking good horror film.
See, like, that's the thing. People find Alien scary, but I've never found that scary. Maybe the first one in parts, but again, that's because
Alien's isn't a horror film, is it? So
no, Alien is, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Alien. It's Alien 3.
Aliens,
I don't know what the fuck
film.
Alien 3 is. Alien Cubed. Do you want to hear Brit's review?
Of Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
Go on.
I don't know which one I watched. I haven't got a review because it was shite. So I think it was, she said in the past it was a
stellar review.
Well, I think it sums it up.
Yeah, like I say, at the time, I think it was. It's sort of a timepiece movie.
I don't even think it was groundbreaking for the time.
It wasn't groundbreaking, but it was, like I say, a timepiece.
Because if you wanted to get people to believe that it was properly real, Cannibal Holocaust did that 29 years ago when the guy who directed it got put on trial.
Yeah.
So
I don't like when people use that as a ploy. There's
another thing that branched out of this. So you got 3 branches: found footage, this movie's real, and then fucking ghosts and shit you can't see, so we don't have to pay any money.
Saves you a lot of money if it's ghosts.
Pissed me off, but unless you're doing Casper, like.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because there's a scene in Paranormal Activity where they just chicken feet in the fucking talcum powder, and I was like, fuck this off.
Yeah, ghost chicken. I shouldn't have eaten them.
But then again, I watched this on my laptop. I didn't watch it in the cinema.
See, it was a good cinema film.
Second and the third one, I got dragged to it on successive Halloweens.
Halloween release, classic.
But it's like, what is that fucking film with Daniel Radcliffe in?
Woman in Black.
I went to see that. It's 12A.
Yeah.
That was fucking shit. You know what was the worst bit about it? It got released on half term, so all the 13-year-olds thought, I'm going to be big and hard, and they were all screaming
Woman in
and shit.
Black, bro.
Yeah.
It's actually a Victorian film.
And you get, nothing happens.
Hairy drama about a dead lady. Alright, so.
There's like one spooky moment in that.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
But yeah, there's people screaming at non-scary moments was scarier than made me jump more.
That's it, and that's the whole thing in it. But I guess that comes down to what you can't. Can you judge a horror film on is it scary enough? Because people are scared by different things.
Poltergeist.
The most famous
80s.
horror movies are probably just because they're genuinely made well, like The Exorcist.
Well, I don't think they are. I don't think like Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't think it's made well, but it's a It's a good film.
Yeah.
It's a good horror film.
That's a well-made film.
Oh, it's
You
not
look
like...
at some of the cinematography and that's like iconic, like the hand coming out of a bat.
Yeah, that's probably a bad example. Like,
And at the end as well when it comes through with Darth,
Child's Play 1.
Yeah, that's cheesy, innit? Yeah, you're a bigger horror fan than me.
Child's Play 2.
I'm not like an expert on it, but...
No, but I'm more thinking of Straw Dogs. Not even Straw Dogs, like Last House on the Left, the original. They're not very well made films. And they're just...
Like your B movies. Is it a B movie?
Video Last House on... Yeah, Video Nasty. It got banned.
What's the one with your man?
With your man?
Don't Look Now.
Don't Look Now.
Donald Sutherland. You not seen that?
No.
Oh, that's cool.
Donald Sutherland, is that...
Kiefer's dad.
Oh, I was thinking of like, phone booth and...
Colin Farrell.
Yeah, Kiefer Sutherland's in phone booth. He's the phone. He's the man on the other end of the phone. They call him Sam.
Right, should we lighten this up with some chocolate?
Samuel song. Yeah.
I'll go first.
What are the qualifiers?
You tell me.
Oh shit, I got Starbar, Dairy Milk Caramel, Whisper Gold, Mars, Lindor, Kinder Boost, Double Decker, Kit Kat Chunky Peanut Butter, Kinder Bueno, and Curly Whirly.
Nice.
11
Sounds
down.
like a good tournament to me.
13 to go.
So for me, this week, it's been brought up before, but I'm going to give it another shot. I feel like someone needs to have its back, and that's a Crunchy. Classic. One of those you can feel dissolving your enamel as you enjoy it. What more do you need in a chocolate bar? Tea factor's irrelevant. Ain't going to make a difference.
Because it ain't going to qualify.
Simplicity at its best. Any fads call it a footballer. Sometimes I compare it to a team, but I'm going to compare it to a footballer this week. The Nicky Butt of a chocolate world. Remembered as being part of a great team and still capable of putting a shift in. When you think about when chocolate bars were around, it seems to be part of that group. Dairy Milks,
Topics,
Swirls, Flakes,
Topic,
Crunches there
Topic
as well.
would be Dennis.
Crunches there like the Nicky Butt of the 92.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's it, Crunchy.
Crunchy would be nice if it didn't have the chocolate on it. I think the chocolate ruins it.
What?
Honeycomb on its own is fucking lovely.
Yeah, that's right. But honeycomb and chocolate's even better.
Not in the Crunchy.
No, not having it.
My go. Whisper.
Okay.
Plain Whisper. Got Whisper Gold in.
Yeah.
Whisper,
What pisses me off is how easy it is to find a Whisper, but how hard it is to find a Whisper Gold. What's going on there? It's like a caramel shortage.
But there's like Dairy Milk and Dairy Milk Caramel in every shop.
Yeah, exactly. Whisper Gold is one of the best, and it's like Starbar. It's hard to find, but with two of the best chocolate bars there is.
There's a reason. Cause Starbar, I push Starbar to the back of
You just have this age of Starbar.
I can't stand them, man.
No, they are immense. But anyway, we're not talking about that this week.
Starbar.
We're just saying Whisper Gold's elusive, but Whisper, like you say, you can always find it.
Whisper is better than Dairy Milk and Galaxy's solid bars.
When it comes to aerated chocolate, it's the best.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people realise that. It kicks the fuck out of an aero.
Yeah.
The absolute fuck.
Aero normal chocolate are bollocks.
Yeah.
It beats any solid chocolate bar. Name me any more solid chocolate bar. Toblerone better than Toblerone.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whisper Plain is better than a Toblerone. Wow.
Post Brexit,
maybe
Toblerone.
I need to reevaluate, but
Whisper is solid. There's a reason they brought it back after 10 years.
Yeah.
And definitely better than Crunchy. Crunchy for me isn't a Nicky Butt. It's Ronnie Wahlberg.
It's a savage.
It's gets overlooked for good reason because the shit they can't do much.
And it's gold, like Savage's hair.
No, yeah. Ronnie Wahlberg.
Oh, it's got to be Ronnie.
Yeah.
Or is it Ben Fortner?
Because... yeah, or Lee Casper.
Yeah.
Lee Casper, Chris Casper, what the fuck, man?
Keith Gillespie, should we just carry on? Anyway.
Yeah. Name failed 90s Man United footballers.
No, Crunch is going through, mate.
Fuck it. It's already failed.
It's quite funny because Crunch has got bubbles in the middle, so has Whisper.
Yeah, and in the bubble derby, Whisper have won.
I'll give you Whisper this week, yeah. Is that Crunch is dead then, isn't it? Crunch is dead in the water.
Should we put it in the playoffs for a third
Crunch
chance?
is Yugoslavia, it's just ain't going to exist anymore.
After this World Cup. I think if we put Crunch in the playoffs, with toffee crisp line
Yeah,
and line
put it in
peanut.
playoffs. I think it is a classic.
Yeah, sort of not there on merit, but there.
Just there,
like
on
Theo Walcott
reputation.
in
Like
2006, like England.
Yeah, on reputation. Invented the game, but shit at it. So yeah, Whisper is through.
Yeah,
I'm happy with that, to be fair.
Yeah.
You want to catch up with the world of BDO Darts?
go on.
So yeah, it's been a while since we both became obsessed with the BDO World Darts Championship, isn't it? Where Mark the Gladiator McGeaney became world champ. So we'll have a catch up on what's been going on
I completely forgot he won it.
We'll have a catch up of what's been going on in our favourite darts organisation in the FFB BDO DR. That's the Football Film Bollocks British Darts Organisation Darts Rundown. So here we go.
Off the tongue, doesn't it?
The Gladiator is still top after winning a lot of the ranking tournaments so far this year. Ross Montgomery grabbed Helen Skelton's arse during the 2015 World Championships, and Richard Veenstra won the Scottish Open.
How is that a catch up? Some guy grabbing some girl's ass in 2015. How about when Ted Hankey?
So that's what happened.
The
I
board?
intended to do a BDO roundup, but when I Google news searched BDO, that's what came up, sadly. Ross Montgomery is a nonce, and
and he should be punished.
the attached clip isn't as bad as the headline suggests, as usually is the case, but she kind of gets close to him, having a little bit of a laugh, and then he takes that chance to
Phil
tap her on the
Taylor
arse.
always did that on the stage.
Yeah.
So it's like
So
the
there
old
you go.
adage.
Ross
What
Montgomery
happens in the caravan
Ross
doesn't stay in the
Montgomery is
caravan.
probably going to get battered if Richie Myler ever meets him, because that's
His
Helen's
bird. Helen Skeleton.
Dana. Helen Skeleton.
Jack Skeleton's wife.
Yeah, Ricky Veenstra won the Scottish Open. We like a bit of fire start with Veenstra.
Who's that Swedish guy? Was Peter Sajwani?
Yeah, he's
Do we
probably
know?
back doing dentistry.
He were on TV for about a week and then no one's ever seen him.
And former BDO legend Ted Hankey's been seen at PDC events again this year. Do you think he's got a chance of getting back on that?
He's got a chance of buying a ticket.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Getting back on that stage.
Yeah,
with the
if he does a running, but he ain't gonna play. Zero fucking. You've got more chance of
I think
me.
Van Gerwen knocked him out in the Players'
Hopefully he
Championship
knocked
event
him
last
out
week.
with his fist.
So we're still going to give BDO a go in 2019. It's a big question.
What do you mean? Gonna go as in?
As
We're gonna
get
attend
to the semis next year.
Well, since moving into
Not
South,
Ross Montgomery out for being a perv.
I ain't had a chance to play darts since we moved in.
Yeah, you need to set the dartboard. So yeah, BDO, still love it. And they look out in November when it's a Grand Slam, when BDO are going to take over.
Yeah, it's going to be like the invasion.
Yeah, the invasion.
Of 2001.
So who's the Lance Storm of BDO? Is my question. Who's the Booker
Who's
T?
the Lance Storm?
Who's the Booker
Fucking
T?
hell, Lance Storm's like proper low down in the
How was the first
Storm.
WCW that popped into my head during the invasion?
Peter Saj. Nah, because he's the opposite.
Can't say
Sajwani's
Sajwani
entertaining,
anymore.
and Lance Storm's.
Who's Goldberg in BDO?
I'd
Technically
have
not
to be-
invasion, but
Well, he wasn't around for long.
no, he came after, didn't he?
So you've got to say someone like McGeaney,
Yeah, who's Sting?
Martin the Wolfman Adams,
Yeah, that's a good one. Who's Booker T?
Booker T. See how my list of video plays is very fucking thin. Veenstra.
Yeah?
Yeah. I would say Noppert,
I
but
thought you were going to say Dieter.
Dear Edmund. yeah. Well, Stevie Ray, Booker T's brother, that's
Yeah.
Dear Edmund. There you go.
Anymore
Try to think of any
WCW
wrestlers.
guy.
Hulk Hogan.
Who's Hulk Hogan of BDO? Scott Wurtz.
Ted Anker.
Who's Scotty Too High of BDO?
Is this just now listing wrestlers and comparing them? We did this
Being a
like
good
a month
feature,
ago. Fucking hell, man. Peter Wright is still came. He got pumped
Yeah.
last night. 7-1. His third 7-1 in a row. There's your darts news. Oh yeah. Right. Challenge AJ.
Last night, yeah. Last night.
That last night, yeah. Fuck yeah, jeez. Yeah, that were about
Easter Sunday.
16 days ago.
Come on, challenge me.
Challenge. I've got a baby song. I'll do that one first. Shall I? You'll probably get
Is it a
this.
real song this time?
This one is not a real song. It's a wrestling theme song.
struggling there.
Struggling.
Yeah.
That's most theme songs, isn't it? I've noticed that when I work.
Yeah. Stone Cold.
No,
Oh, it's...
I won't do them. I won't repeat them.
I was going to do it better.
I won't tell you then.
What era?
Is that
Chris
that?
Benoit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
I thought we'd done that. But
I had a load of clues, but I wasn't gonna. Yeah.
What a banger.
Yeah. Chris Benoit or the song.
Both.
So 1 out of 1. Pronunciations.
Wow, this is a tricky one. This. Sanderjeske.
Who?
Sanderjeske.
Sonny
Yeah,
Sonny Yusk.
pretty much.
No, you pronounce the J.
Half right.
No, I can't give
Half
half points.
right.
We're not doing half points.
Bronchage.
Bronchoi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give you that one. You
Yeah,
pronounce
yeah.
the J again, but I'll give you that one.
Yeah,
It's
well,
close.
Tim's not Danish, so it's cool.
I don't think they're Danish. I think they're Norwegian. But Tim this week,
Scandi all the same.
he was on a stakeout of the local Burger King drive-through
Yeah?
because he's convinced. Well, for one, his little girl over there. She works on the grills, but he's convinced his wife's got a new man.
Right.
So.
Burger King manager.
No, he was just eating there.
Oh,
Just
right,
eating
okay.
there. So yeah, could be wrong. Could be
Depressing.
wrong. Maybe he's just a bit.
Depressing, man.
Right, I've got 3 Brexit REUs for you.
Yeah?
Yeah, Martin Keown,
Brexit.
Brexit. Right, Nigel Farage,
Brexit.
Brexit. Lee Cattermole,
Brexit.
Brexit. You've got 1 out of 3.
Was it Farage?
No, Farage voted in.
Shut up. No, he didn't.
It was all a marketing ploy.
Oh,
He
right.
wants the money. Lee Cattermole, Brexit, obviously, and Martin Keown did not vote because he doesn't know how to write.
Ah,
Because
of
he's a
course.
chimp.
Yeah, it's true. He just threw a banana at him and left.
Before we get onto a conspiracy, I'd like to wrap up Ed Watch
Yeah?
because the era's over,
Is
unfortunately.
it? This is how much you play Football Manager that you've already done his career.
No, he's still 22.
Oh, right.
Yeah, 11 and a half months in reality. Like, It will be his first birthday. The
So
week
this
after
is when
this.
you made your son on Football
Yeah,
Manager.
yeah. So Ed's dad, Halifax manager, is run off to Scotland.
Right,
He's manager of Dunfermline.
right.
Halifax waned. They only won the Super Cup and the Community Shield. So and the league title. They lost in the Champions League final to Spurs.
Ah, dear.
Ed scored like 15 goals. Went to Euros in Poland and Ukraine 2044.
Yeah.
Yeah. Played every minute of the group stages.
So you have played his career out then?
No.
So what's going to happen here?
What's going to happen? He's signed for PSG for 110 million.
Right.
I can't do an Ed Watch when he's in Paris.
Can't you?
No. And his dad's in Dunfermline.
That's a nice ending.
Yeah. Run off into the sunset to
Yeah,
Paris.
like the ending of Goal, I guess.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where's
to
the one-
European giant.
That's goal 2, isn't it?
Yeah, so surely that
It's halfway through
one.
goal 2, living the dream. Isn't
Yeah.
it? But yeah,
Ed Watch living the dream.
I might do another one. I might not. But
Yeah.
that the first act of Ed's life is over.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Concise.
pretty depressing, isn't it?
It's pretty cool that you can make your own family on.
You've got to
Football
be
Manager.
at a club for 20 years.
Did he tell you that he was your son?
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
called Designer Son, which is a very
Wow,
fucking weird
that's a
little
bit
feature.
strange.
Stem
Robots
cell
and that.
research.
Yeah. Are you ready for a conspiracy?
Yeah.
So last week we talked about how Liam Gallagher predicted 9/11. Pretty conclusive, that one.
Yeah,
and I'm going to
definitely.
hit you up with another conclusive one. Chemtrails. What's going on there? Right, hold that thought. The chemtrail conspiracy is a claim that long-lasting condensation trails left by aeroplanes consist of chemical or biological agents that are sprayed for purposes undisclosed to the general public. Believers in this argue that normal contrails dissipate quickly, but chemtrails do not dissipate quickly. Those who subscribe to the theory speculate that the chemical release may be solar radiation management, weather modification, psychological manipulation, human population control, or biological/chemical warfare, and the trails are causing respiratory illness and other health problems. So basically the stuff that comes out of planes is more sinister than you may think. For me, the agenda is bang on. Government wanting control over population, that's 100% an agenda that's been
the government not breathe the same air
for centuries. The agenda's bang on, so that's the strongest part of it for me, but I do believe there's probably more obvious sources of influence of control over the population. It's a very elaborate way to do it if it's indeed being done. So 5 out of 10 for me on how elaborate it is, but the agenda is bang on, so I'll give it a 5 at least.
I'd give that a 0 out of 10.
Yeah? I don't think the government wants to influence people.
Yeah, but not in this method.
Yeah.
Because, right, so
agenda is a huge part of it.
Right, okay. Chemicals being released into the air.
Yeah.
What air did governments, presidents, prime ministers breathe? Are they walking around in spacesuits?
They all sit in air-conditioned offices all
Are they
day,
lizards?
don't they?
Are they lizards? So they're breathing in under the skin.
They've got different systems, aren't they?
Oh, right, okay, they got different noses.
The argument,
it's fucking bollocks.
They argue at times. Chill out, man. They argue at times. It's not always all the time. Like you say, you can look at some planes and it'll dissipate quickly. You look at others and it stays there for a while. And that is true, to be fair, because sometimes you don't know it. Millions of planes go over your head every day. Not millions, but hundreds.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And you think, alright, it's a trail up there. You're not thinking that every day.
Well, maybe they're climbing or losing altitude, or maybe they're just staying in a straight line.
Yeah. So
maybe
you're
that's
now
the difference.
Aerospace engineer to know.
No, I don't know that. That's just a suggestion.
And the government don't want you to know.
Of course,
and the government knows that people don't know, and they're not going to suspect it.
It's like Halfords all over again, isn't it?
Yeah.
They don't know, so they're going to report.
Exactly. It's Halfords on a bigger scale. That's all it is.
The Earth's front suspension's broken. So, what respiratory problems?
Like breathing problems and that.
Right, so that's not to do with pollution in big cities getting worse.
Pollution from these planes.
No, from big city, from.
Yeah, but people claim to be from rural places and to be affected.
Right, who've moved from London or Beijing with a smog and a congestion charge.
They might have lived in Missouri all their lives.
Winds me up because
you can tell you're pretty riled right now.
No, it really annoys me because it's so obviously bollocks.
It's not so obvious bollocks. I think the main thing. Let's go back.
I get what you mean. The agenda, they want to control.
For me,
but
there is government control going on, but it's not chemtrails.
Well, that's the job to control people.
It's your televisions, it's your social media.
So
it's cheap booze, so you're gonna go out and get pissed on a Friday
But
night.
It's not cheap booze because they've raised the price of Buckfast to £10.
Yeah, but you can still get pissed on the cheap. Do you know that pubs were more open? What's the right term? Pubs were open in some countries before coffee shops because if people drunk coffee, they'd become stimulated and really think about things that were happening.
They'd also get
if they were drunk, they'd be subdued and happy. So,
right, okay.
In some countries, coffee shops are still banned.
Are they?
I don't know.
Come on, man.
But they were banned for a while. I can't remember which travel program I'm watching, but that's what it said.
Is it Jesse Ventura's travel program?
It said until recently they didn't have coffee because they didn't want people getting stimulated and talking and putting the world to rights.
Right, so that's
and realising they were being fucked by the government. So,
did they have Red Bull in these countries?
No, this was back in the day before people got bull semen and made energy drinks from it.
Wised up.
Exactly, we don't want people to wise up, and this would be a good way to do it, but like I said, it'd be a very elaborate way to do it.
When did this begin?
20 years ago.
20, what's the exact date?
But I don't know the exact date. Don't need to know the exact date, don't make a difference.
So March 1998.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's 20 years ago, man. Thomas Cook just went, you know what? Fuck these holidays.
If you were getting money to stay up.
Quiet.
Yeah.
So this is the thing again. How many people run plane companies? Big plane companies. How many people run airports? Yeah, quite a few people. How are they keeping all this secret?
Because they're getting funded by the
Who's
government.
Putting the chemicals?
If you were getting funded by the government to shut up, you'd do it.
No, you wouldn't.
You would if fucking Mr. Ryanair don't care. He's
Snowden.
What?
Snowden.
Well, he ain't running
Been
an airline,
funded
is
by
he?
the government.
Yeah.
He shut up, didn't he?
Yeah, but we might get a Snowden in time. We might get a chemtrail Snowden.
Yeah.
You might do.
Fucking, what's your
Just
man?
'cause it hasn't happened yet.
Who's your man from Ryanair?
I don't know, Mr. Irish dude.
Oh, Riley.
Mr. McIreland.
I don't know what it's called. Is it Michael Kelly?
It is something proper Irish.
It's Michael. Yeah, but who's putting the chemicals in the planes? Engineers.
Yeah.
Right, it's engineers as well as big companies.
No, because you always say this, right? But what I will say is when you
Yeah.
get down to a certain level, the ignorance will do it without asking. We won't even know it's happening. We'll just think it's part of the process.
Put this petrol that's called
An engineer, the
chemtrails.
man who puts the fuel into a plane, didn't get the fuel, did he? He just brought the fuel and the hose.
So people just going,
right, that's
this
my
is-
job to stick it in there, and when it's full, take it out.
But
He don't fucking care what it is.
governments,
You don't care what
right.
you put in your car, it just says petrol. So
It
what's
says
the difference
unleaded.
there? Well, yeah, whatever.
I've been on training courses where if you use certain petrol, your fuel consumption goes up 21 miles.
Yeah, well that's balance
good.
again. Everything's alike.
It costs
anyway.
more anyway, so I go for the cheap one.
But that's the same principle.
No, it isn't, because
is.
my car's not
You-
spurting out petrol that kills people and gives people heart
No,
problems and controls
But
people.
the man who fills a plane don't have to know what's in it.
But right, so people who are packing
People don't ask enough
people who are
questions.
packing the tanks that are getting pumping the chemicals into the planes, and he's stickering that wrongly as petrol.
Yeah,
Is he keeping quiet? He must be then. If
might
he's-
all come from one place.
But multiple
Chemtrail
governments, right?
They'd do it. They'd
They
find
wouldn't
a way.
fucking do it. So multiple governments, Aeroflot,
Yeah.
fucking Boeing. You've got American Airlines.
Airbus.
So
You just named
Yeah.
engineers and airlines.
Lufthansa. So
What are you
Germany.
saying?
So no, what I'm
Leeds
saying is
Bradford Airport.
Germany, Russia, Britain, and America are all
Cost.
right. So Germany, Russia, America, and Britain are all in this one big lie when they can't converge on other ideas. It just sounds a bit.
That's a tricky one when it comes to
Yeah,
worldwide.
I think it's
But
bollocks.
only
isn't it?
certain countries might do it.
So certain countries might do it, but the idea of planes is you go from country to country in one fluid movement, like
Yeah, but you have planes that are just American. You do have just
yeah,
American
red eye
planes.
flights. But you also have planes going from Manchester to Florida.
Yeah,
So,
and they're only going over.
but who are they
Atlantic anyway.
controlling then? If they're right, so Manchester's fairly
You would
close.
use that one as a chemtrail flight. They're not all chemtrail flights.
Are they
I
not?
said this at the top.
Oh man!
Some dissipate, some don't.
Why choose?
So the ones over the
right.
Atlantic probably dissipate because you're not just going to brain control dolphins, but maybe you are. I don't know.
Oh, that's another one, isn't it? But I fucking think this is utter bollock. This is my most hated
You're
one of
proper
them.
annoyed.
It's
aren't
up
you?
there with flat Earth.
I don't agree with it, but I agree with government control. I don't agree with government control, but I believe in government control.
The reason why this is as hated as flat Earth is you can't prove it as easily wrong as flat Earth because there's not been well there probably has been experiments,
Yeah.
but not significantly
It's a tricky
specifically
one.
to say
And
there
there's
aren't
there's logic
chemtrails in
behind it.
planes.
There is logic behind
No,
it.
because you'd use propaganda and you'd buy a certain amount of newspapers in a certain country to go against one politician to the other, like they do over
Yeah.
here, or buy a TV station, like in America.
Yeah,
So that's how you control the people.
yeah, exactly. I agree with that.
Goebbels.
Murdoch.
There you go. You don't need chemtrails to control people.
No, you don't, I guess. But who knows? Why do we not dissipate sometimes?
Fucking
Tell me that and I'll shut up.
I don't know. The
That's
air.
the answer we're looking for.
The fucking.
Dissipation times.
Yeah. I'll get Denzel Washington.
I think
in.
you blow it out of the water if you tell people why we dissipate quicker than others. Maybe they'll shut up.
No, they
Until
won't, because
then-
people who talk about this sort of thing just talk about this sort of thing for fucking years and the rest of their lives. Do you want a light-hearted
Yeah, we need to wrap this
conspiracy?
up.
There's a conspiracy theory surrounding The Undertaker, because there's a massive difference between the Lord of Darkness Undertaker in the late 90s
Oh yeah,
and the relatively normal dead man from
Yeah,
the 2004
yeah, yeah.
onwards. So he was inhabited by an evil spirit.
right. Who was? The old
The
Undertaker?
The Undertaker. This is like real life.
Yeah.
Like honestly real life.
Okay, I'm listening.
Like Bob from Twin Peaks, when he got buried alive in '98, and then at Survivor Series in 2003, he's like the biker and shit, and he dropped all that dead man shit. He got buried alive by Kane, and then his evil spirit left, and he got buried again, and then he came back as sort of like he didn't crucify people.
So I said every time he gets buried, it's like a reincarnation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He turns into a massive weirdo and starts crucifying young girls, and then he comes back, and he's like, I'm still dead.
Huge Limp Bizkit fan.
I'm still dead, but you know I don't do any of that crucifying shit
Limp
anymore.
Bizkit.
Yeah. No, he's not even. He's taking that completely out of the case.
Oh, right.
It's his two dead men personas. You know,
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Fair enough. Maybe.
My trivia question's only quick this week. Which were the only countries not to air the Manchester Derby live on television? 4 countries in the world
Not to air it live.
not to air the Manchester Derby live.
Scotland.
What? Scotland?
Yeah.
Not to show the Manchester
I don't
Derby.
know.
Sky Sports?
Japan.
No.
Look at his face. Brunei.
No. He's along those lines. You should get one of them.
Why?
Because of...
Nepal.
No.
Central African Republic.
No, they showed it. I know, I'm surprised too, man.
Fiji.
Right. No, they showed it. There's one in... Well, there's 2 in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
1 in Eastern Europe and 1 in Asia.
The Caribbean is a country, isn't it?
No. It's
So it could be like St Kitts. Didn't show
St
it.
Kitts and Nevis is 1. Yeah.
Yeah, so is that right?
So that's
So I've
one. It's
got
not
3
2.
left.
Yeah, you got 3 left.
And where?
1 is so easy.
Why?
Because it's
Russia.
obvious. No. Russia. Similar.
China.
No.
South Korea.
No.
North Korea.
Yeah, North
obviously.
Korea.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And then there's 1 Caribbean and 1 European.
1 Caribbean.
The European one's Moldova. You're going to get that.
Alright.
'Cause, you know.
Well, I'm just going to have to say Caribbean islands. Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, no, neither of them.
What, neither of them showed it?
No. No, they did. No, they did.
It's
the big one.
St. Lucia.
No, it's bigger than...
Dominica.
No, it's bigger than that.
Jamaica.
Bigger than that.
Eh?
Bigger than Jamaica.
I don't know.
Begins with a K. Cuba. Come on. Cuba.
Cuba's not in the Caribbean.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah, of course it fucking...
I didn't know.
Just above Haiti and Dominican Republic, and it's near Florida.
I thought Cuba would have showed it though, so I would have never said that.
No.
No.
Scotland.
Yeah, I'm tired, man.